Why? Why are you guys giving us a lifeline? Why are you guys pulling us in? To make it look like we've got a chance. To make it look like, you know what, the league is still wide open. You guys still have a chance. Don't lose hope. Don't lose faith. Why? Why are you guys giving us false hope? Why? You guys could have won today. Crushed our dreams. But you know what this is going to do? You know what this result is going to do to Carlo? Carlo's going to have belief now. I'm going to start suffering more games and more games and more games. Barcelona won, Real Betis won in a result which Barcelona could have had a 6-point lead. 6-point lead ahead of Real Madrid with 8 games to go. Instead, they said to Real Madrid, you know what, we'll throw you a little lifeline. We'll throw you another lifeline. We'll draw the game and it will only be 4 points. Which on paper looks very close. In reality, I think everyone knows the league is done. And this game didn't really matter. Let's talk about the game itself. Let's talk about the first half, the second half. Why Barcelona drew this game. And why I think they drew the game. Before we start, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. And of course, comment your own thoughts about the game and what you, of course, made of it. I think the lineup itself... No Rafinha, of course. Ferran Torres played. It was the usual 11. No Inigo Martinez, of course. Kubasi, Arujo came in, and Liwa returned into the start 11. And the first pretty much 10-15 minutes, Barcelona was on smoke. Barcelona was creating most chances. The first half, if you guys look at this, I mean, they created about 2 big chances. To be fair, it was 2 within the first 15 minutes. Of course, the goal itself came from a very well-patterned goal. Triangle between Koundé won the ball in the final third. One thing Barca do very well, they press their opponents. Lamine Yamal, couple skills, pass to Ferran. Ferran fast time pass to Gavi. Gavi with a great finish to make it 1-0. And then this is where everyone expected it to be 2-0, 3-0 and 4-0 and for Barcelona to pretty much run with the game. No, Isco didn't really help because a lot of Betis' chances and a lot of Betis' hope came from Isco. But then out of nowhere, corner comes in. Great delivery and a great header by Nathan, who absolutely slammed and bodied Arujo to make it 1-1. And from that goal, Barcelona in the first half didn't really do anything after that. They didn't do anything. They didn't look threatening. They lost the ball so many times. They were very sloppy in the midfield. Very sloppy going forward. And there wasn't something which we saw a lot from Barcelona. There wasn't a lot of movements. It felt like I was watching Carlo Ball. Wallah. Carlo Ball, fam. And then the second half, it was no different either. They had a lot of the ball, but nothing was being created. Nothing was being literally created in the second half. There wasn't a single chance which I felt like Barcelona could score in the second half. Maybe the only chance which I can think of is the chance from Koundé, where Pedri made that exceptional pass to Koundé, and Koundé went past the player, but it was a very, very, very weak shot on his weak foot. Very weak shot. It was so easy for Adrian to save. Adrian made a couple saves in the second half and the first half. He had a good game, but it didn't feel like he was having shots come against difficult shots. It felt like it was saves which is easily preventable. But you could see, the second half, all the Barcelona players was fatigued. They were all tired. And it started from the midfield. And it started from the defense, to be fair. Bolder usually is the one that keeps driving forward, overlaps, inverts. He barely did that. Koundé, he wasn't tired in my opinion. Pedri was exhausted, fam. You could see that's the reason why he got taken out after 70 minutes. Frankie de Jong as well was tired, exhausted. Lamine Yamal played 90 minutes, but he lost the ball a lot. Like how many times did he lose the ball? He lost the ball a lot, I can remember. Lamine Yamal lost the ball. Dispossessed 3 times. Okay, maybe not a lot. Dispossessed 3 times. Ferran, Liwa was just non-existent. And it didn't help when I think Hansi Flick made the wrong sub. I think there it should have been Rafinha in for Liwa and then put Ferran as a striker. But the game, the Betis managed to survive, and the game ended 1-1 in a very interesting fashion, because now, before I talk about the league table very quickly, let's talk about, for me, the best players, and for me, the most disappointing players. The best players for me, I think Gavi was pretty much, I don't think he was the best player. I would give it to Pedri. I think Pedri, before he was taken out, was the one that tried to create, and I think he had a couple passes that led to literally his teammates bottling his chance, especially the one from Koundé. I think Bolde was very, very, very poor. Again, exhausted. Lamine, I think, wasn't the best in the second half. Wasn't good. Rafinha came on, didn't really do anything. Frankie wasn't even the best. I think the whole team, I can't think of one person specifically. I think the whole team was just exhausted. The whole team was poor. And I look at it and I'm saying maybe the games are catching up to Barcelona. Of course, they played over the past 9 days. They played 4 games. They've played in 9 days. They played 4 games, and that's a lot. That's a lot of games in 9 days. Of course, they had that back-to-back game where the game against Osasuna got suspended, so they had to play 2 days before. So it's difficult. I'm not gonna pretend here and say, you know what, it's hard. It's difficult. In 9 days, 4 games. That's a lot, but it does open up the La Liga title again. Something which I didn't wanna. I wanted the La Liga to be done. I wanted the La Liga to basically be over. But they gave us a lifeline. They basically said, Madrid, it's not over yet. And something which I don't want to see. Because people are going to look at this and say, there's still a chance. Bro, it's 4 points and with 8 games to go. And if you look at both teams, if you look at Real Madrid, like I look at Barcelona now. Go to Barcelona first. Look at Barcelona, and you look at the games remaining. Leganes, a team which they lost against. Last time. Can they do it again? I don't know. Celta Vigo at home, put it in the bag. Yeah? Then, Mallorca, Real Valladolid, Madrid, Espanyol, Villarreal, Bilbao. You maybe look at 2 games which you can potentially see them drop points. That's Barcelona. Then you look at Real Madrid, fam. And you look at this and you think every game is going to be a difficult game. You think of every game, you think Madrid's going to drop points, fam. Alaves, am I confident? No. Bilbao, am I confident? No. Getafe away from home, God forbids, bro. Astaghfirullah. No. Then you have the game against Celta Vigo. No. Barcelona in the league, the same team who kept beating us. No. Mallorca, Seville, and Real Sociedad. So I look at those games and I'm not confident either. So if I look at Barcelona and I can think of 1 or 2 games, and I look at my games and I'm not confident to even pick up 3 points, then what gives us the confidence that we can come back? That's why I look at this result from Barcelona, and it's not a result which I'm going to be happy. Instead, what I will be, I'll be more upset. I'm upset that they drew. Not because I didn't want Betis to get anything from the game. It's more about we wasted a clear chance for us to be 1 point behind Barca. We wasted a glorious chance for us to be 1 point behind Barca. The La Liga table, as of today, should have been 67, 66. But we wasted that chance. Stupidly as well. Stupidly. I know what Barca's doing, by the way. I know what Barca's doing. You know what Barca's doing? You know why Barca did this? I'll tell you why. I spoke to Hansi Flick, called me after the game. And he said, yo, how was the watch-along? Because he calls me after each watch-along. And he said, yo, how was the watch-along? I'm like, yeah, man, it was good, man. It was good. Good numbers, you know what I mean? Good numbers. You guys drew, which made it better. And then he asked me, he's like, yo, do you still think you can win La Liga? I'm like, listen, for me, it's over, but never say never. Then he told me, he's like, listen, do you want me to tell you why we drew this game? I said, well, fatigue. Like, Pedro went out, Frankie went out, Bolde went out. Your best players went out because they were tired. Lamine Yamal was tired. Yeah, that. But that was one reason. I told them not to win. I'm like, What do you mean you told them not to win? Like, why? Why did you tell your own players not to win? He's like, Faisal, think about it. You're a smart man, Faisal. I know you're 21 years old. I know you're young, but you're a very mature 21-year-old. Like, I know you're smart. I respect your knowledge. Think about it. Why did you think I told my players not to win this game or not to score? So I thought about it. Like, bro, it was like 20 minutes conversation. I'm like, why did he actually tell them? I said, I don't know, bro. You tell me. Like, I'm very curious to find out now. He said, what's happening in May? I said, May? What do you mean what's happening in May? I don't know what's happening in May. He said, go to May. I said, all right. Let me go to my calendar. He said, no, your calendar. Go to the schedule in May. I'm like, which schedule? My schedule, your schedule? Your schedule, bro. I said, all right, cool. Well, go to May. He said, go to May. And he's like, what's the first game that comes in May? I said, it's the game against Celta Vigo. He said, I'm not talking about that game. After that, I said, well, it's the Champions League game, semi-final. He's like, brother, put the semi-final in the bag. What after that? I said, Barcelona? He said, yeah. What does that mean? I mean, we play Barcelona. He said, yeah. And how many more games left for the season to end? 3 games. Exactly. And then what do you think I've just done? I don't know. You tell me. He said to me, I'm purposely delaying us winning the league because I want to win the league when we play you at home. And that is the dagger. I want you on my head top. I want to beat you in the cuppa. I've already beaten you in the Super Cup. And I want to smash your dream, crash your dreams in the league against me. He's evil. And every Madrid fan is falling for it. They're getting gaslighted by Hansi Flick. They're getting gaslighted by this performance. But that's the reason why they drew this game. It's because of this. It's because of this. They want to win the league on the 11th of May against us. And I'm not going to let this happen. But Carlo will, because he's going to come off this game and say, we suffer every game. Allah, fam. But anyway, listen, let me know if my theory is stupid. Let me know if my theory is going nowhere. Put down in the comments what you guys felt about the game. Don't forget to, of course, like the video, subscribe to the channel. And tomorrow I've got a video coming out. Something new, something interesting, something that you haven't seen before. Something that is called the news update, where I'll update everyone every week between Real Madrid and Barcelona. You'll find out tomorrow. Peace.